Hello, welcome to the Citrus Garden. If you're new here, my name is Christina. If you're not new here, hi, welcome back. It's great to see you. This is a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have any other significant Taurus placements, there may be a message in here for you. So Taurus, to get started, I have a few channeled messages that I will read from. So the very first energy that I was getting for you was a very Venusian energy coming in. And I specifically wrote down Aphrodite. I was thinking of the description from the Alchemy deck where it mentions Aphrodite coming out of the ocean. So I don't know, it's coming through as a very like embodied energy. But specifically beauty and pleasure. And the phrase that was sticking out to me in that description of that card, it was sensual pleasures or sensual delights. And I was getting this energy of having like heightened senses at the moment for you. So touch, food, taste, smell, or things just seeming more beautiful or lovely. And enjoyment, which is a really positive energy for you, Taurus. Like even just like sitting here in your energy, it feels very like peaceful and satisfied is kind of how it's coming through. So Venus right now is in Leo at the moment. It will be moving into Virgo on July 9th. So those signs might be significant for you. You may want to watch the last Virgo and Leo readings that I did. And the message here is to enjoy it. And then what was coming through after that, like related to this, of course, is that there's something upcoming that you want to indulge in. And the word indulge was coming through as being very significant. Sometimes I get like, when you like say a word many, many, many times over, it sort of like loses its meaning, or you start looking at the word differently, or just sounds strange. Like that's the feeling that I was getting with this word indulge. So it's coming through as like to allow yourself or to allow someone else to enjoy a pleasure, especially one that is out of the ordinary, giving into something or giving into desire. And specifically is kind of like the line that was coming through is to yield to desire. So that could be you, like you may be doing that, or you may be allowing someone else to indulge in something. And it's not in like a condescending way, because I feel like indulge comes through with this sort of like to indulge in someone else's wishes kind of comes through with this like a feeling of like humoring someone, which is not necessarily what I'm getting, Taurus. It's more so coming through as being like, let's say it's somebody that you care about and like somebody that you love and that you want to like give to. It's like indulging them, allowing them to have this thing, or like to because I'm kind of getting this energy for you, Taurus. Either this is you or for somebody else, that like this is coming through as important because either you or this other person does not indulge very frequently is kind of how it's feeling, right? So it's like it could be someone who, or if I'm describing you, Taurus, like maybe you don't like to indulge in pleasure or desire. It's like you don't do that often, or like this other person doesn't do that often, and so this feels almost like allowing that to happen in whatever way that is for you. So just take it how it resonates. The first card out, Venus, it just flipped out. I can't make that up. Yeah, Venus energy. It's like we were just talking about that, so there it is. I'm gonna pull more cards, of course. Indulging in, like, yielding to your desires, how it's coming through. And the implication here, Taurus, is that you have not been doing that, is how it's feeling, or perhaps there's been circumstances where you couldn't, or like, whatever it is. because this card also comes through with this energy of pleasure and pain are interconnected. So maybe you went through a period of time where pain, in whatever way that is, was more dominant. And so this is now the flip side of that, where it's like you're now experiencing the pleasurable aspects of something. So it kind of feels like maybe there's a little bit of karmic lessons that you were having to go through in terms of like pleasure and indulgence. It could be something here where... So I am getting a little bit of devil energy, so just take it if it resonates. Like there may be something here where in the past you overindulged in something, and maybe that came with sort of negative consequences, or a period of time where you had to learn to balance that. And so if you went through a period of time in the past where you overindulged in something, you may have gone through a period of time where you had to underindulge. That word, again, if you say something too much, it sort of loses its meaning. But it's, I feel like there's this period of time for you upcoming, Taurus, or like you're in it now, where you're allowing yourself to enjoy things again or something like that. Like there is this feeling there of trying to balance something out in terms of pleasure versus pain. Okay, let's pull some more cards. This happened in another reading where I was talking about copper, and then the copper card came out. I think I'll link it above. I think it was Aquarius, but I can't remember. But of course, copper is also the element that represents Venus. So there may be a message in that reading for you. The copper card does talk about sensuality, but it is to me a very physical card where it's like you can touch it, you can see it, you can work with it. That's what the copper card represents to me. It's like it's very tactile. And then you have lead. Okay. So the lead card represents Saturn. And then you have Virgin's Milk. Very interesting. That's a very interesting combination of cards. And then you have, okay, winter was at the bottom, but right underneath that, spring. Very interesting. Okay, Taurus. So I'm getting this message because you have winter and spring like right underneath each other, like right beside each other. Winter is the predominant energy at the moment. But because like that's what I'm seeing here with the lead and the Virgin's Milk card, where the lead card talks, so it represents Saturn. It talks about this sort of heaviness and the beginning of the work. It's like the thing that you're wanting to transform. So it is feeling very heavy. But that's the thing. It does. I feel like it's not feeling heavy, though. That's interesting, though, because it feels kind of like it, heavy, dense, and unwaveringly steady. So on one hand, this card implies a fixed position or burden that may be weighing down the work. On the other hand, lead can arrive just in time to ground a situation, to bring an alchemist back to the humble beginnings. Either way, the presence of lead is sobering. We cannot ignore it. The impatient alchemist may be discouraged to see it in the laboratory, as it reminds us of how far we have to go. Approach this card with reverence for the ongoing process. Okay. I was getting this energy here for you, Taurus, where I feel like maybe you are taking... Okay, so the word sobering is coming through very strongly for you, especially because we were talking about the devil and indulgence. There may be something about sobriety for you that's significant, or addiction, or overcoming that in some way. that might have been the overindulgence aspect for the past, so just take it how it resonates. I'm not getting that so much for you here, because it's more so coming through as being, like, with the lead, it feels like you are working with something. It could be some sort of material. Again, just take it how it resonates. It could be emotional for you. It doesn't have to be physical. Just however it resonates for you. But it's like you are working with something. For clarity and for ease of explanation, I'm going to say it's like some sort of physical material that you're working with, just to make it a little bit more grounded, where maybe you're working with something. Maybe you've just received or gotten some sort of like new task or goal, or like whatever. It is feeling kind of creative in some way. And I feel like it's coming through as being sort of like, if other people had this task, they would find it as being extremely daunting, or like heavy, right? Like difficult. It's not easy. It requires a lot of discipline. But for you, Taurus, because you're coming out with like this virgin's milk energy, it almost feels like I want to say like you're accomplishing something that other people would find very difficult, in a way that you don't necessarily understand how or why it's happening that easy for you, is kind of how it's coming through. Because, the virgin's milk points to a lack of awareness or experience that the alchemist would rather not reveal. Yes, this milky substance is a symbol of purity and innocence, but its shadow side is naivety and even denial. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. So it's that card brings a little bit of like maybe you feel like you don't know what you're doing, or but that you don't want to reveal that necessarily, or you just like it does kind of come in with this energy of like an imposter syndrome kind of energy. But I'm getting more so that it's more like you don't know what you're doing, but that is absolutely a benefit to you, is how it's coming through. Because the energy that I'm getting here is for like quickly, very quickly moving from winter to spring. So maybe something is moving very fast, but it doesn't feel like a bad thing, Taurus. And I feel like, because Taurus generally, of course, is a more slower moving energy because it is fixed earth. But I feel like for you, it's kind of just like, because you're in this like strong Venus energy where you're just enjoying things, or things just feel like more pleasant or beautiful. Like it doesn't feel as heavy. Whatever it is this lead energy is, or whatever it is that you might feel like, I don't know, there's this feeling here of like, maybe in the past, or maybe other people's perceptions of this situation or something might feel like it's moving fast. I feel like in the past you might have felt like it was moving fast, but it kind of feels more like, especially with the lead in the middle, it's not feeling ungrounded, which I feel like is a significant message for you. It's feeling very grounded. Especially with that, it does feel like it is something that has something to do with the physical pace of something. Because just in terms of like the elements, air and fire are the fastest moving, earth is the slowest moving. So even though earth is the slowest moving, there is like this feeling here though that it is moving at the right pace, but others may see this as moving fast. I don't know. But what the message I'm getting is that it's not. It's grounded. It's stable. It's steady. I don't know. There may be this energy, like maybe you're feeling that way, that maybe something's feeling rushed or something like that, or there, especially with the virgin's milk coming through, like, is there something that you're rushing? or that you're glossing over, or that you need to like look more into, or like, I don't know, just keep that in mind. I'm not sure. Okay, Venus. Yeah, okay, the Peacock card. So this color is coming through very strongly for you. It's the color of copper's patina, right? So copper, of course, is normally this bronzy color, but then after maturing, because I do feel like that's a very significant energy for you, because it came out in the Virgin's Milk card as well, where it's this energy of like, does this need to mature more? And I feel like with the Peacock card, that is representing this energy of maturity. It's like copper that has developed its patina. I feel like you have gotten that, Taurus. That's the energy that you're coming through with. The Peacock talks about inner beauty. Again, more of that beauty energy. Inner beauty shining outwards. It also talks about integrating all of your past experiences, and understanding, you know, why things happen the way that they did. Yeah, compassion. Yeah, this creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The Peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self or others. Yeah, I do think that's you. Acceptance of the self and others. And it's coming out with this like beauty energy. I feel like you can see the beauty in a situation, even if it's coming out with the lead and the Virgin's Milk. There's something here about the situation that you're in, or you're about to be in, is coming through as something that I feel like other people would see as being a bit heavy or difficult, or like they feel like maybe they don't know what they're doing, but for you, you can see the beauty in it. There's some sort of perspective that you have, Taurus, that I feel like is very mature. Yeah. The golden egg coming out under the lead, which is so interesting because lead is the beginning of the work and the alchemical process, which then turns into gold, right? Like, and this card talks about the heart chakra. It's so, your energy feels so nice, Taurus. Like, it's, this is gonna sound super cheesy, but it's kind of feeling like this feeling of like, you know, that how there's that meme that sort of makes fun of, like, you know, the journey is like the friends we made along the way. Like, that's sort of how it's feeling for you. Like, very cheesy, but that's the energy that I'm getting for you. There's this situation around you that feels difficult. I'm not gonna lie about that. It feels heavy, but there's this like golden egg that comes out of that. Like, it's kind of like someone who is seeing and accepting the beauty and even the hardships. Like, that's how it's feeling. Not at all to like romanticize hardship or pain or anything like that. That's not what I'm getting here. That's not what I'm trying to say. But it's more so, I feel like you are, there's this like peace and acceptance about this lead energy, whatever that is, as seeing it as just part of life, right? Like the interconnectedness of pain and pleasure, right? In order to experience pleasure, you do also have to experience pain. It is a part of life. And I feel like that's part of the gold for you, Taurus. Because I do feel that Taurus is a sign that is very sensual, like it with like, But also, I know a lot of Taurians who experience a lot of chronic pain, right? Like there's both sides of the coin for Taurians. So it's kind of like, I feel like there's something here about experiencing the pleasurable aspects of something, and like maybe not taking it for granted. That's also what's coming through with the golden egg. It's like when you have these moments of peace and satisfaction and happiness and pleasure, it's like really being present in that. And I feel like there's something here that is transforming for you because of that. And the Vulture card. Very interesting. That's coming out with the Virgin's Milk. And you have the Owl at the bottom of the deck. So lots of air. You have Peacock, Vulture, and Owl. So lots of air energies. The Vulture and the Virgin's Milk. Those two seem like very opposite energies. I'm gonna need another card for that. Because the Vulture talks about like clearing a toxic situation. The Vulture does take on this sort of unpleasant job of clearing out toxins from an environment. Because there is something here about digesting, which is coming through is for both the Peacock and the Vulture. Like, because the golden egg talks about the heart, but there may be something about the solar plexus as well. One second, let me just read what the description says for that. I wonder if that's you or not. Yeah, the Guardian and Purifier are essential for rebalance. The Vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The Vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the Vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. Yeah, there's that energy again of like something that's difficult, but that you're seeing as being a blessing in disguise, or something like that. But it's very interesting that it's coming out with the Virgin's Milk, because I feel like there's something there of a misunderstanding. Or purification of something. I feel like that energy is not yours. It's very interesting though. Because I am kind of getting, especially with the Vulture, I was seeing this image of like, I think they're called turkey vultures, where they just like eat bones, right? Like a very undigestible substance, but the turkey vulture or some sort of vulture, I don't know specifically which one, can easily digest the bones that other creatures would not be able to. And it's very misunderstood. So I feel like there's maybe something here about this energy that maybe you're seeing as the Virgin's Milk. Like a little like naive or being presented as perfect. But that it's actually like it's as if you're seeing something like you know, no creature can digest bones. And then this vulture energy easily does that. It's like they digest the bones. So you're seeing it as being like, is this some sort of hoax? Is this some sort of like, whatever it is? I don't know. Or I don't know. It just feels like something where you're not seeing how this could be possible with the virgin's milk. Like it's something that maybe is impossible, but the vulture is accomplishing it, right? So it could be something like that. Because you also have all this black and white energy plus like color with the Venus card. It could be some sort of perspective change as well, especially because you have a lot of air, where maybe you're seeing something that is quote unquote impossible, but seeing proof of it happen changes your perspective on something. It could be something like that for you, Taurus. Yeah, it's especially with the lead. It does feel like it's grounding something. It does also feel like getting proof about something where, like, because I'm kind of getting this energy of like a magic trick, right? Where it's like, it seems fake, but then you see the proof of it. It's like very grounded. It's real, or there's some sort of like aspect that it feels true, or that you're seeing the evidence of it happening. And so it grounds it for you. It makes it real for you. Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Yeah. I do feel like it's interesting, Taurus. Like your energy feels like there's some difficult things happening around you, whatever it is. And it feels kind of like environmental with the camel coming out. But you're persevering and you're overcoming something, and that's the gold for you. I feel like maybe there's a situation where you are having to, needle and thread. I love this card so much. A sincere wish will be granted. I feel like there's been a situation where you've just been like persevering, working very hard. Like there's this emotional tenacity is the word that came through for you. Emotional tenacity. And I feel like you are getting some sort of sincere wish being granted. It could be creative, but doesn't have to be. Like, it's kind of just like this energy of like something that you really want to do or have time for. It's like you are going to be getting that wish. It's like, it's one of my favorite cards in this deck. And then the rainbow. The rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Also, happy Pride. It's one of the last days. So, the most difficult part of a situation is over. I love those combination of cards. I again, it's that feeling of like the hardest part is over. You can relax. You can indulge in things that I feel like you haven't been able to with the camel. Like there's been a period of time where you've had to persevere. There aren't a lot of resources, or there isn't a lot of time to do the things that you want because the environment or the space that you're moving through, or the section of the timeline that you're on is a bit sparse, is how it's feeling. But I do feel like you are getting some sort of sincere wish that's being granted. And then you have the egg again and the wheel. So you have, the golden egg twice, right? Success assured with good plans and hard work. So that's one synchronicity for you. The golden egg. Some sort of success is coming through with like good plans. But then you also have the wheel here, which says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So, okay, so interesting. Maybe there is a need for you to make some plans instead of allowing your life to ramble aimlessly, like having to like really solidly make plans with something or around a certain thing. Like it's feeling very, again with the lead, concrete, like making something stable and solid and grounded. So with whatever this is for you, because it feels like with the needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Like, it's kind of like, just as an example, like let's say it's some sort of creative project, whatever that is for you. There's this creative project that you really want to do. You really want to work with certain materials. You really want to accomplish this thing or have time to do this thing that is very like, I do feel like it's very pleasurable for you with the Venus energy. I feel like it's been something that requires a bit of effort and time and investment, but you haven't had time to do it because of other responsibilities or work or whatever. So it's like you are getting that opportunity to start working on this project, let's say. But then it comes through with this feeling of like, okay, now we actually have to sit down and do it with the lead. You have to make concrete plans or like map it out or plan it out or schedule something or like do the actual physical thing that will start to make this real. And once you do that, you do have the success that is assured because you have good plans, right? Like that's how it's feeling. But then what you have to contest is the wheel, right? This sort of indecisiveness, like indecisiveness, like just not making things stable, going through the motions maybe, or just like anyways, I don't know what that is. And then you have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. And then you have October. Okay, so could I get one more card for the wheel? I feel like, so maybe by October there'll be some sort of new enterprise and you have good luck. Okay, horseshoe. So, okay, interesting. Then you have finger at the bottom of the deck, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So I do think there's a little bit of luck involved in this with the wheel, because the wheel is coming through with a bit of like Wheel of Fortune energy, where there is a little bit of good luck and divine timing that's part of this. So I do think that you are being asked to make some plans, Taurus. But at the same time, I think that there's also some divine timing that's coming into play. So it's kind of like, I feel like there is something here about, like, there's some sort of saying, which I am terrible at, but like, something about like, there's no such thing as luck. It's just planning and preparation or something, whatever that saying is. It's that sort of sentiment where, okay, I do feel like there is luck. There is some good luck, but that luck is facilitated through being prepared and making plans. So there's a little bit of that happening. So I think that there's something here where it's like, I don't know, I'm seeing you like either like making a list or like brainstorming or just like mapping out a schedule or something like that, where it's like you have all of these ideas that you want to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be a set, complete plan or like it's set in stone, that kind of thing. But it's more so like you have a general idea or general picture of all these things that you want to do or want to accomplish. And then luck and divine timing are going to help you to do those things at the right times, right? Like that's how it's feeling. It's like now that we have a general picture, we can shift this around and like suddenly an opportunity happens. And then that means that we can get this specific project done at that time. Like it's coming through like that. And it's feeling just really positive and like it absolutely is going to be hard work. Don't get me wrong, Taurus. With the lead card here, it's going to be hard work. But I feel like it is beginning, like it's going to result in some sort of new enterprise for you. I feel like October is going to be significant timing energy. I also think you have support here, but it's kind of like, I don't know, this energy feels like a little bit confusing. The Virgin's Milk and the Vulture. There's something about this energy that to me is feeling a little bit unclear as of yet. It might be for you as well. Like that might be your energy. Like you may be seeing something either in the future that is like, I don't know how this is going to be possible. And but it's almost coming through as being like, don't get caught up in the details of that yet, is how it's feeling. Because it's kind of like, it is almost wanting you, because with that card, I feel like it's saying like, is there something that you're glossing over? But I feel like that's not necessarily a bad thing at the moment, Taurus, because it is in the future. It's not here yet. It's like, don't worry about the details of that part yet. Yes, you can make plans. But at the same time, leave room for miracles to happen or for the seemingly impossible to become possible. Like, leave room for that. You don't have to have all the details. You can have a general idea and some plans, but be prepared for plans to change or things to change or unexpected blessings to come in is how it's coming through for you. Yeah, Queen of Swords and Seven of Cups. So lots of air energy for you. Because Seven of Cups to me also talks about air. Even though it's a Cups card, to me it's like looking at all the options that you have. And again, it's more so talking because Queen of Swords is one that is very decisive. A lot of Libra energy here too, which is also ruled by Venus. But you have here with the Seven of Cups, to me this looks more like these are all the things that you want to accomplish, right? These are all the plans that you have sort of in your back pocket that you are focused on, or like these are all the options that you have, that kind of thing. Or that there's like, it could also be things like distractions. It could also be like you're trying to make a decision on something. But which one is the sincere wish? That's what's coming through with that. And then King of Wands, yeah. So I also feel like there's some, and that's the Leo energy with Venus. So maybe you have Leo somewhere in your chart. Maybe your Venus is in Leo, but just take it how it resonates. That energy is coming through, which is also interesting because you have here the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, which are opposites, right? King and Queen, Swords and Wands. So there's something here about, well, the King of Wands to me also talks about taking action on something or making the correct actions or just being very productive as well in general. It does feel like taking actions. But I feel like because you were previously in the Queen of Swords, there was a period of time, or perhaps you're coming out of that, where you couldn't take action, right? The Queen of Swords feels more like watching and waiting, but in a very mature way. It's not the Page of Swords. It's like making plans, thinking about what your next move is going to be, listening, observing, also perhaps also giving good counsel, or just like thinking about what it is that you're going to be doing and then actually doing the thing, right? Like choosing the thing, making plans, taking action, and then the world. Yeah. Completing some sort of cycle. But it's also that feeling of like enjoyment, satisfaction, like perhaps also indulging in not doing anything as well. That could be part of it, because the King of Wands to me can also be like knowing when to use your energy versus not. So the King of Wands is very happy to wait, actually, is how it's coming through for the right opportunity. I think that's sort of how it's coming through for you. Again, this feeling of maturity and contentment is how it's feeling. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. And then grounding something. Because the Knight of Pentacles does move forward. It is slower, but there is this feeling of like doing things very steadily. It's like engaging in a routine, showing up every day, putting in the work. It's very reliable, very steady. And with the horseshoe as well, with this, it's like, it does feel like you're doing something. You're working on something. You're transforming this lead day by day, with a very like mature and positive attitude. Making plans. Making something solid. Okay, and then you have 10 of Wands and the King of Cups. Lots of court cards. 10 of Wands, King of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Okay, what's the Five of Pentacles? The Magician. And the Devil. Very interesting. I don't feel like this is yours. What is this? Queen of Cups. So you have King and Queen of Cups. This feels like another person, especially with the Vulture and the Virgin's Milk. There is a little bit of like a mystery about this energy. Maybe they have Scorpio in their chart. Doesn't have to be though. Because they're also coming out with the Devil and the Magician. It's like okay, I'm gonna read this as if it's another person. Just take it how it resonates, Taurus. But it feels like there's another person here. They're coming through as the Virgin's Milk and the Vulture, but also King of Cups, Queen of Cups, King and Queen of Cups, Devil, Magician, Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, where it's kind of feeling like they, I don't know, they have, almost like a contradiction is kind of how it's feeling to me. Or that's how you might be seeing them, as being sort of contradictory. They're like this vulture in the best way possible. Like there's a misunderstanding about their energy perhaps. I feel like they're willing to take on sort of difficult energies on behalf of a collective. Like they may be okay. Yeah. It's like someone who is very wise, but at the same time naive. That's how it's coming through. So it's kind of, that's how it's feeling. Like very wise. They have a wisdom about them. They're maybe very emotionally strong with all these cups cards. But at the same time, they don't like, I don't know, like take care of themselves or like that kind of thing. Or they take on a lot of other people's burdens, but then when it comes to themselves, they don't take care of themselves or something like that. There's a contradiction here in their energy, it feels like. So maybe that they're also dealing with some sort of devil energy. It's here, I'm just going to say it. I don't know. And so for you in this dynamic here, Taurus, there's this I don't know, you're showing up as the Knight of Pentacles, like grounding something. This could also be the, yeah, with the lead card. I don't know, maybe helping someone to transform something or like to get free of devil energy. Just take it how it resonates. Be cautious with that. Use your discernment, all of that stuff here. But there's some sort of energy here that is needing to be transformed that I feel like is like coming through as a contradiction. I don't know how else to describe it. They're the magician, but they're also shackled by the devil, is how it's coming through. Whatever that is, there's like a stuckness in their energy that I feel like is not benefiting them in the best way. It's not benefiting them. It's like their magician energy is trapped by something, is just how it's feeling. Somehow you're gonna have a role in helping to free this person from that, is how it's coming through. But anyways, I'm just going to leave it there, Taurus, because I'm out of time and out of battery. So I'm going to leave it there. If this reading resonated with you, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.